Good morning. Full disclosure, we're just now coming back from the pre-K. It's still actually April 1st, but I know that a lot of us are going to be out of town next week, which would be spring break, and I really want to bring this book to you in a little more detailed level without reading the whole thing. Now, the name of the book is The Day the Crayons Quit. I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks because it's really gathered my attention, because it so reflects what I believe we need to be doing in the Swain County school system. Now, this book can be purchased on Amazon. I think it's about $10. You can also go to YouTube, and there are some versions of this where someone is actually reading it to you. So if you don't want to purchase the book, you can watch it there. However, this is a book that is worth reading more than once. And so I would recommend, if you want books for your children, the age group for this is about 3 to 7 years old, pre-K to second grade. I would invite you to go on Amazon and to purchase this and to keep it in your library. Now, the idea in the book is that the crayons in the box are not getting along, and one of the reasons they're not getting along is because they're being used at different rates, because some are favorites and some are not. Like, for example, this is obviously the red speaking, and the red crayon speaks to the owner of the box and says, listen, I appreciate that you're using me a whole lot, but all the fire engines and Santa Clauses and hearts and apples, they're kind of wearing me down a little bit. And then the purple crayon comes along and he says, I realize that I'm your favorite color, but what we're getting is you're using me more and more, and I want you to think about maybe staying inside the line so we can conserve. And it goes on, and there are others that are not used quite as much. This is not brown, this is beige, and he's sad because he doesn't get used quite as much, so he feels left out. And then there's gray. Gray gets used the most because of elephants and hippopotamus. And then there are some that are not used much at all. Like, for example, let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's the white. The white doesn't get used much because you can't use a white crayon on a white piece of paper. I mean, for example, this is a white cat on a white piece of paper, so it's limited. And then there's the black crayon. The black crayon just wonders how come we can't ever have a black beach ball. He wants to be used in other ways. And the point is, all of the crayons in the box have different uses. They can be used for different things, but in order for us to get the full effect, sometimes we have to step outside the box and we have to do things in ways that have never been done before. For example, a whale that's orange, a dinosaur that's pink, a sky that's yellow, or perhaps a sun that's orange. All of these are kind of not the traditional way of doing things, and that's what we're looking at in Swain County, because we want to make sure that the students in Swain County truly graduate ready for anything that might be in their future. So we might be looking at doing some things a little bit differently, but the only reason that we would be doing that is because we want to make sure that we're giving every child every possible access that they can have for their future. And let me show you an example of that, and I'm going to get Joe to do a cutaway on this in just a little bit. This is a picture that I got from a student at West Elementary. Her name is Roby, and Roby was coloring on her desk, and what caught my attention, obviously because I've been thinking about this book, but she was typical in some ways with green grass, but she decided that she wanted to make the people that she likes to play with a little bit different, because to her, they're all special and unique and a little bit different. That's my point with all of this. All of our students in Swain County are unique and special and different. And it's my promise to you that we are going to do everything that we can to bring every opportunity to our students so that when they graduate, they're ready to be successful in their career and to lead a healthy life. Again, I would encourage you to get this book and to read the whole thing, or to go on YouTube and perhaps watch somebody else read it, but take to heart this idea. Everyone is special, everyone is unique, and in Swain County, our goal is going to be to get the best and then some out of every single student by using the best and then some out of every one of our staff. I needed to bring that thought to you. That's something for us to consider during spring break as we're refreshing ourselves. Please remember that we come back with in-person instruction for all of Plan A students on April the 12th. And then I'm telling you, there's about 6 weeks left in the school year, and it is going to be a mad dash to the finish. So we'll be bringing you all kinds of announcements, and we'll also be highlighting some of our students who are very unique and are pursuing their best and then some. So until then, thank you so much for this time that you spent with us. We really do appreciate you, and I really hope that God blesses you in every way possible. Have a good afternoon.